Hello everybody, Hiya Toys has unveiled a brand new figure. This is Mecha-King Ghidorah Battle Damage version. Now let me tell you everything this figure includes. First of all, the release date is going to be for 2027 Q2 and price is going to be 152 US tariffs included plus shipping. You also get 3 effect parts. One of them is yellow, green, and the red gravity beam. So in total, 1 for each individual head. Additional accessories, you get 1 capture hand, which is the one that goes on the chest. You can remove that to attach those extra accessories, and then you have 4 mini ones, like small cables that go on the side to recreate that moment where Mecha-King Ghidorah does capture Godzilla. The figure stands at 33 centimeters tall with multiple points of articulation. This is supposed to be a faithful recreation of Mecha-King Ghidorah Battle Damage version. That is all the information you need to know about this figure. Now let's move on to my personal thoughts. Once again, this proves what I've been saying for so many times, video after video, and it's not worth it. The first release is not worth it, and I know there's people that love collecting every single version, but when there's not a big difference between both versions, it's always better to wait for the second and third release. While this is a different version of the figure, I'm talking about a figure that really doesn't change anything from the original release, except that we know with Hiya Toys there is some major upgrades when it comes to some figures with accessories, ball joints, and even some design changes to make it even better than the original. So you kind of feel left out. But besides that, I think the figure itself looks phenomenal. The weathering around the wings, the battle damage, how you can see some blacks on the edges throughout the body. Now, I think the golding on this figure looks a tad bit different compared to the original. I could be wrong. Now, it's a nice feature that they finally decided to give it some accessories that the original should have had, like the gravity effects on this look really nice. They're totally brand new and unique to this figure compared to the legendary version. Up next, we have some promo images from Bam Presto. We have some Godzilla figures like Godzilla Minus Zero. And I gotta say, this one looks so freaking awesome for their statue. It looks really detailed, really nice sculpture throughout the body. I really do like the bigger dorsal plates. Now, MonsterArts has officially revealed in-person images of their Godzilla Minus Zero. And I have to say, they look so much better compared to the promo images. I don't know, there was something about the way he was hunched over. It kind of made Godzilla look so weird, but I gotta say, those images look so much better compared to the promo images. And I just love the way this looks now. Again, I wasn't hating on the design, I just wasn't sure about if I liked it or not because I have not seen the film, I have not seen the figure in action. And I want to correct something. When I say that it kind of took inspiration from the legendary version, I'm not saying that it is 100% a copy and paste. What I'm trying to say is that they took some parts from the legendary version and other Godzilla figures or, designs throughout the years and made this kind of like their own evolution. That's why I said it. This is a evolution of Godzilla Minus 1 because if you look closely, on the dorsal plate that he has on the tail, it wasn't fully grown. On here, you do see that fully grown. So yeah, I think my impression on this figure has changed from MonsterArts. I'm liking it a lot more. The only thing that was holding me back was the way that it was hunched over and the head sculpture. But now that I'm seeing those images and the colors, you can definitely see it's not a full-on gray figure. You see some grays, some blacks, some military greens throughout the dorsal plates. And especially on the back, you see multiple colors. You see how this Godzilla Minus Zero has evolved with the different, design choices. They decided to go on the dorsal plates, the head sculpture, the inside of the mouth, the elbows, the thighs, and the chest section all the way to the bottom is a little bit different. And I just gotta wait until the film, until we see more teaser trailers. I'm sure that eventually I'm going to love this. If I did it with Godzilla Minus 1, I'm sure this one is going to be a little bit better. He is on the leaner side if you compare this to the original. Yes, the original is more thicker. This one is more leaner, if that makes any sense. And oh well, is it a good time to be a Godzilla fan? I think we're currently living a prime time when it comes to movies, figures, merchandise, and a little bit of everything when it comes to video games. We're currently seeing the rise of multiple things. And yeah, I mean, the Brand Presto one looks a little bit better than the MonsterArts, obviously, because it has no articulated cuts. You do see the full on, design in its glory. And I really do, I don't know, I'm growing to love this design, if that makes any sense. Because if you look at the promo images for Godzilla Minus Zero, they kind of look weird, except for the one where he is rising from the ocean. That's the only one that I do love. I think they could have done a little bit better just posing the figure because it looks weird to me. There's something about it that looks too like stale, too forced. I don't know. Let me know if I'm tripping. Do you think that the promo images don't do justice to what we saw in person with those images? Because I don't know. For me personally, it's a night and day difference. The promo images and the actual figure, it looks way, way better. Even the color is different to me. And yeah, I mean, I'm super happy for Hiya Toys. I'm super happy for MonsterArts. And it's a good time to be a fan of both, companies. I think it's always going to be a good option that we have different figures from both companies that offer the same yet different styles. If you want to go for something that's more accurate, something with more articulation, you do have that option. And also the price matters. I know that in my previous video, a lot of people were complaining about me trying to glaze MonsterArts. You did not watch the full video. Before you comment, watch the full video and you'll understand. I gave you my reasons. I gave you the good, the bad, a little bit of everything. And then there was, I find it so funny how somebody was saying something like, well, yeah, he has to talk good about MonsterArts, otherwise he's going to get so much hate and blah, blah, blah. I really do not care about any of that, to be honest, When you grow so much mentally, spiritually, none of that matters, to be honest, especially when it comes to kids. Kids will always be kids, and if you want to fight and have ridiculous discussions, that's on you. I'm not going to get myself involved in stuff like that. I'm just here to have a good time as a Godzilla fan, whether it's Ben Presto, Bandai, MonsterArts, Hiya Toys, whatever it is. At the end of the day, it's Godzilla. We all should love Godzilla and we all should respect each other. In the comments down below, I'm all about positivity, no negativity here. But anyways, if I do sound weird, as I said yesterday, I'm sick. So it is very difficult for me to be talking and I'm out of breath. I just hope that I do recover from this because it is so miserable to be sick. And one thing, I forgot, the price for MonsterArts Godzilla Minus Zero is supposed to be between 135 to 150. And that is going to be both for Japan and US. Again, it might depend where you purchase this from. They're going to give you a different price and also for shipping. So yes, it is going to be more on the expensive side. I wish it was cheaper, but it is what it is. Especially with San Diego Comic-Con, we're going to see more information and more reviews for Godzilla figures, so stay tuned for that. I will try to cover that. I'm trying to not make too many videos, but I'm sacrificing myself for you guys. I should not be talking because it is affecting my breathing, but I'm doing my best. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below what you think about this from Hiya Toys and MonsterArts. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.